I said, wait, cancer's so much better off than you moron. You know how I found out? One night I was having a three-way, right? Okay, I was using both hands. Well, I discovered a lump, and I told my buddies, and they're like, hey, Ken, don't mess around with it. You need to go see a doctor. And I took their advice, but I've been a doctor for 2.5 years. So I'm looking up the address book, and you got a call, and that's embarrassing. Like, hey, Dr. Hamilton, Ken Evans, I hadn't been there in several years. Look, I found a lump on my testicle. And he started laughing, which I thought was unprofessional, right? Like, dude, I'm serious. I should have this checked out. Because I know, Mr. Evans, you should have it checked out. I just can't understand why you called your dentist. Second opinion. So I got the right doctor, and I had to go in. I got the weirdest call night before surgery. They called me up. And some of you had surgery might have got the same call. They called. I said, Mr. Evans, we forgot to tell you. They take a magic marker right on the side. We're going to operate on it. Why would I do that? Well, sometimes we cut out the wrong one. We just want to be sure. Like, you want to hear that 8 hours before surgery, right? I'm nervous as hell. I'm writing in big letters. This one with a huge arrow. I took a do not disturb sign in the hotel and hung it on my other nut. I got the right one, by God. So I get out of surgery about 8:30. He comes in at 9. Now, Mr. Evans, everything went fine. The only problem now is your testosterone level is probably going to drop. You could have a problem with the ladies. You might have to come see me. Oh, hey, don't worry. I'd never have a problem with the ladies. Unless you have your own problem. I mean, your tie doesn't match your shirt. There's no coasters in here. The drapes are for shit. Now I bathe in the stuff. Here's something I didn't know. They make a fake testicle. Anybody know that? Yeah, you knew it. It's called a nudicle. You're right. Yeah. That's what's called. It is a funny name. You know, a woman came up with that term. A man would have named it Uniball. Oh, check it out. Got the new Uniball 9000. Titanium. Go ahead, give me a kick. I paid an extra $50. I get Wi-Fi. I get a boner. I get Twitter to China. Nudicle. Sounds like something you're gonna bring when you're going boating, doesn't it? Yeah, we're bringing the yacht out on the ocean. You want to come? Sure do. How far are you guys going? 12 nautical miles. You relate to my dog now because he's neutered. Well, I got back from the hospital. He came up and he stuck his head in my lap, like most dogs do, right? But he looked at me like, you too, huh? Damn. But we bonded because they wore the cone around my neck for a couple months. I made that up. I had to wear one around each wrist. So, my doctor called me. Mr. Evans, you want one of these nudicles? You have to come down and pick it out. We have different sizes, different textures. Like, cool. Can I get anything I want? Pretty much. Well, I think I want a cowbell. You say a cowbell? Yeah, that way at Christmas time I can raise money for the Salvation Army, still keep my hands warm. See, the whole point of this last 5 minutes is I kept my sense of humor. That's what I'm giving you here tonight. Something crappy happens in your life, laugh about it, right? There you go. There's your tip. Lord knows I get my left nut just to have my right nut back. Somebody look up here and go, wow, he's talking about cancer. He's definitely got ball. Oh. So, yeah, it's always good to be back here. You guys drinking a little bit anyway? Yeah. Any more if I know I'm going to get drunk, I plan ahead. Backseat of my car. I always carry one of those metal walkers, the old people use. God pulls me over. Want me to walk the white line? Stand on one leg, no problem, officer. And the weird thing is, up north they call it DWI, down south they call it DUI. Guess you get drunk up here, it's kind of like, dwee. Get drunk down south, like, duh. This is off the beaten path, but I was in Richmond a couple of months ago, right? And they are crazy about the Civil War shit down there. Yeah, they actually had a statue. I went to this museum. They came out and they had a statue like 20 feet high General Lee's horse. But I didn't know who General Lee's horse was, right? And all these Southern people, they all knew because they're sitting there talking about him first. Oh, there's Traveler, man. What a great horse, Traveler. And I'm confused. I'm like, hey, man, did he win the Kentucky Derby or the Creek? And he looked at me like I'm the asshole. And he goes, well, that's General Lee's horse. I'm like, the guy in the Dukes and Hazzard? Yeah, and then he hit me with his cane. Just careful when you go down there. Fanatical about that stuff. So drinking. I mean, if you drink too much, get a designated driver. Recommend that. I was a good Samaritan. I was actually, I was in Winston-Salem. This guy was drunk off his ass in the shop. But I saw him out in the parking lot. He's fumbling with his keys. But I recognized him from my hotel. Like, dude, don't drive. We're staying in the same hotel. I'll give you a ride back in the morning. So he hops in my car and starts driving away. He's going nuts. It's like, dude, turn it up. That's my favorite song. We didn't have the radio on. Yeah, it was the GPS. He was singing along with it. 0.2 miles, go left, make a motherfucking left. Stop, like, what are you guys listening to? GPS. Weird laws everywhere, though. Out in New Orleans. New Orleans has a law that it's legal to kill carjackers on the spot. I thought it was weird. That might be good in Detroit or Oakland, but New Orleans, people are allowed to drink right in the streets. You know that. I mean, the state flag's a Jägermeister poster, for God's sake. There's probably a drunk Cajun at a stoplight right now going, "Infiltrate is a carjacker." Oh shit, it was a Shriner. I love New Orleans, man. Mardi Gras, you ever been for that? Woo, yeah, right, huh? I went 4 years ago. Oh, I saw the hottest damn chick. I took off every damn beat, threw them at her. She turned around, picked up her dress, and showed me her dick. We're not Kansas anymore, Toto. I know, I had to go to therapy for like 3 months. It's been the last couple of days to be able to hold the microphone close to my mouth. She doesn't have any problems. Weird laws everywhere, though. I don't know if you saw this in the paper. I'm not making this up either. Jamaica passed a law in their country. You get caught smoking pot in public, it's a $4 fine. Are you kidding me? Get out of the police station, hand them a 20. Go, here, spot me over the weekend. We got some stoners out here. I got a stoner buddy, lives in Fort Lauderdale. Went to visit him not too long ago. I was in his front yard for 20 minutes. Didn't even notice me. He's mowing the grass, going back and forth, back and forth. Finally looks up, Evans, how you doing? Going, Bob, you're stoned. How do you know? Because you haven't started lawnmower yet. Yeah, good thing I told him. You wake up next thing on, God, the grass really grows quick. And I'll tell you a true story about Bob. He's an actual person, Bob Baker's his name. Comic, I don't know if he's been here or not, but 8 years ago I was performing in the Atlantis in the Palms, right? Great place. So I get done performing, I'm flying back, and I work with Bob at DC. So he picks me up at the airport. We get on the highway. As I told you, he's a stoner. So I'm not in the car 5 minutes. He looks over and goes, hey, Evans, you want to smoke a bowl? I thought to be hospitable, sure, why not? And he goes, well, I don't have any pot, but we could scrape the screen on my pipe, and there's probably enough resin there to get a buzz. Yeah, that's like inviting somebody over for a steak dinner going, well, all I have is cherry Pop-Tarts. So I'm scraping the screen on the pipe. And I love cherry Pop-Tarts. But I'm trying to get a hit out, and the thing's so gummed up, I didn't want to collapse the lung, right? And so I go, Bob, your stuff, you go ahead. So Hoover has no problem getting several hits on it. But up the hill, so us right behind us is the state police, and they light us up. Woo! Bob pulls over, 2 cops in the car. One comes around to his side, another comes around the pass side, opens my door, looks at me and goes, get out of the car, stoner. I go, hey, I've been smoking dope. Oh yeah? I can smell it all over you. Because I'm sitting in the car with pothead. And he lectures me. He goes, well, if you sit in an enclosed space like that with the window rolled up, you can get a contact buzz. I'm like, really? Wouldn't know. You open the fucking door. Go stand on the hill, smart ass. So Standing there, and Bob comes up next to me, and his cop comes out and gets in my face like I'm the bad guy. He's like, hey, do you know your buddy here was stoned? Like it was a trick question or something. Yeah, he lit the pipe. Yeah. And he goes, well, so you're okay with somebody driving who's high? And I thought about it for a little bit, and I said, you know what? To be honest, officer, I rode with Bob a couple times when he's been on acid. I figured you'll be okay. The cop laughed just like that. He thought it was funny. Bob didn't, because he knew it was true. So the cop goes, we have probable cause. We're going to search your car for drugs. Oh, Bob's so high, he said, hey, if you find it, let me know, because my pipe's cashed. So they're going through the car, and they finally come to my luggage. I know there's nothing there. The guy shouts out, hey, we found something. I go, no, you didn't. I'm looking. He's pulling a baggie of white powder out of my suitcase. Yeah, I thought he set me up for being a smartass. You know, it was my laundry detergent I took to the Bahamas. Because I was there for 3 weeks. You can't bring over a box. It's illegal, so I had it in a bag. I didn't say anything, right? So Bob looks over, his eyes get all big. Oh, great heavens, I'm scraping the screen off my pipe to get a cheap bus. You got a whole bag of Coke you wouldn't share with me. Of course, the cop hears the word Coke, so his little spidey senses get all tingly. He starts becoming arrogant. He starts bouncing the bag. What could this be, Mr. Evans, coming all the way back to the Bahamas? What could this possibly be here? What do you say? I just check this out. And he opens the bag and licks his finger, sticks it in there and starts giving himself a number. And he's getting like bubbles on his mouth. Did you know this was laundry detergent? Fuck no! I got ripped off! So, lesson learned there, if you're a cop, mind your own